Welcome back, everyone. John here with you again, J&W Music. Today what we're going to be looking at is how to repair torn Tolex on your your guitar cases, because we all want to keep our stuff looking nice, but sometimes things happen and we get a little snag on that Tolex and it'll just tear up, or sometimes on edges they'll just with old age and heat some of those areas will come unglued and peel up. So we're going to look at some of that today, see if we can go and repair some of this. A few things you're going to need. You're going to need a nice clean rag, kind of wipe away any dust or debris. And I like to use the Elmer's All Glue, the multi-purpose. It sets well with the Tolex and the wood that we're going to be gluing together today. If you're going to try and use super glue, I mean, that stuff gets everywhere. It sticks to your fingers and everything else, and you're going to be leaving a horrible mess. So at least with the Elmer's All Glue, if you do make a little bit of a mess, you can always kind of get a damp towel and wipe it away, clean that up, and then once it dries, it sets, you'll be just fine. And then also just a little, like I said, paper towel to do a little cleaning up around the edges. But we'll go ahead and get started. Just go ahead and place a little bit as far as the Elmer's All Glue around, and you can put a little bit of a liberal amount. Like I say, you can always clean it up fairly easy, and just set that aside. And I just use my fingers, just kind of rub it around, give it a smooth edge here, and we'll go ahead and get that. Then we'll just take our, on the edge here, and we'll just press it down. And we can kind of even take our fingers, because like I said, we can come back later with that damp paper towel, but we just want to flatten it out for right now. Walk that way, and come back with our paper towel. And there again, just kind of cleaning up the edges. Cleaning up the edges. And let that sit for a little while. We do have this other little piece here, and we'll just do the same thing with it. We've already cleaned it off with our rag, so we just come along, put a little bit more of that glue in there. And the Elmer's all-purpose, I mean, it can be found for a fairly inexpensive price. Even that larger bottle like that can be found for under $1 at a lot of places, whether or not it's a big box store, Walmart, or anything like that. Sometimes you can even go to the dollar store and find you a nice large one. But same thing, we're just going to come here. Now once we've got things kind of set where we want them, so they won't start curling up, what we're going to want to do, since we've got it nice and cleaned and in that area, then we're going to come along and we're going to set something heavy on it. So if you can find a piece of wood, a heavy book, something like that, or a large box, you can always come and just set something on it for right now to hold pressure on it. And that's essentially what we're going to do. We're going to hold pressure on it. Now that we have our weighted cardboard box that kind of fits perfectly with those two areas that we were working on, we're going to go ahead and leave it alone for a little while, let it dry, and then we'll come back and see how it looks and do a little cleanup on it. All right, see y'all back in just a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've had a chance for the glue to dry on the torn Tolex, we're going to go ahead and remove our weighted cardboard box we had sitting on there. So you can see it's stayed down nice on these areas here. There's a little bit of glue residue, but just simply all we need to do is just go back, re-wet our paper towel or our rag that we used earlier, just dampen it, and we can come by and just in those areas lightly go over the extra glue that's there. Just be careful, don't go too much, and make sure that it's just damp and not too wet, because you don't want to loosen up any of that glue that's there. But we'll let it sit for about 2 hours, came back, and it's down. So if there's any other areas, like I say, that you need to do on your case, there may be other areas. Even example of this particular case, just from heat, from age, you can do the same thing with the bottom down here. You can glue that down. Like I say, you'll just need to have something weighted, you know, as it's drying, to keep that lip down. But other areas on these older cases, you can always just repair that way, and that'll be, you know, permanent fix in that area. That all-purpose Elmer's glue will bond nice with that Tolex and that plywood underneath. Until next time, you know, like, share. We'd love to hear from you. Comment if there's another way that you guys would like to repair your cases. Let us know. We'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to be a part of our family here at J&W Music, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can find out the next time that we're doing our videos and upload. As always, stop dreaming, start playing. Till next time.